Thank you, Dr. Rekha. Our most distinguished chief guest this morning, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, and special guest, Mr. Ronjan Sodhi, deans, members of the faculty, proud parents, and my dear students. A very warm welcome to all of you to Bennett University. We also welcome in our midst Mr. Dinesh Menon, our Chief Operating Officer of K-12 Education Initiative. Friends, today is a day of beginnings, filled with dreams, aspirations, expectations, and immense possibilities. On behalf of entire university fraternity, it gives me great pleasure to welcome our new undergraduate students. For me, it is 32nd in a row to this institution which commands phenomenal respect in the country and to this exciting new chapter of your lives. The journey to a university is much more than a transition from school to higher education. It's a journey from dependence to self-discovery, from learning facts to creating knowledge, and from following paths to defining one's own destination. Today is also the journey of becoming men and women from boys and girls. I thank you and your parents for choosing to make our days, weeks, months, and years more meaningful than they would be without you all. Today is not just beginning of a new academic session, it's a celebration of aspiration, achievement, and transformative power of education. It's a matter of great honor and delight for us that this important occasion is graced by these personalities who embody excellence, perseverance, and national pride. Ladies and gentlemen, as I reflect on this stage today in front of me, I see some extraordinary journeys. The presence of our chief guest, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, Ashok Chakra, today evokes a very special memory for me personally. During my tenure in the Indian Air Force, I had witnessed the era when Squadron Leader Rakesh Sharma traveled into space in 1984. And later I had the opportunity of interacting with him as well as Wing Commander Ravish Malhotra, who was the second pilot selected along with him. And finally, Dr. Scott Rakesh Sharma went to the space. The entire nation at that time felt a sense of pride that is difficult to describe in words. Our chief guest, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, who I have the privilege of welcoming in person, represents the spirit of exploration and courage that inspires young minds to look beyond the horizon. His achievements remind us that sky is not the limit. Indeed, for some like him, even space is not the limit. Our chief guest proved that in July 2025, when he became the first Indian to visit International Space Station as part of Action Mission 4, and second to visit the outer space. It was no mean achievement when out of approximately 4,000 pilots Indian Air Force has, he was one of the 4 shortlisted in 2019 and then one among the 2 along with Group Captain Prashant Vinayar in 2024, and then finally he took the most cherished flight. Group Captain Shukla is representative of India's growing space aspirations and a true youth icon today. I'm reminded that every extraordinary achievement begins with an ordinary student who refuses to stop dreaming. Sir, you're going into the outer space for a shot in the arm for India's growing space ambitions. Be it having an indigenous Indian International Space Station by 2035 or landing an Indian on the moon by 2040. That's the dream our Honorable Prime Minister had kept before us. I thank you for being here and igniting so many dreams, Rupert and Shukla. Today's program is special for me in another very personal way. We're honored by the presence of Mr. Ronjan Sodhi, an internationally acclaimed shooter and recipient of Khel Ratna and Arjuna Awards. While the country knows him as a champion sportsperson, I remember him as a young student in my class some 25 years ago. As teachers, we often hope that our students will excel in life. Very rarely we get the privilege of seeing them rise to the highest level and bring glory to the nation. Ranjan's journey demonstrates that excellence is not an accident. It's the result of discipline, perseverance, focus, and unwavering commitment to a dream. I'm confident that our students will draw inspiration from his remarkable journey. I welcome our very own Professor Siddharth Tripathi, who will be talking to you, a Harvard alumnus, a serial entrepreneur, and an ultra marathoner. While he keeps telling me the early morning stories of the campus as to how youngsters start running with him and then suddenly disappear when he's looking here and there. His major impact has been that he changed the dominant view of higher education, how it should be delivered and can be delivered. Meeting him for me personally and having him in the team at the beginning of this year has been one of the most creative collisions I have experienced. Dear students, as you begin your university life, you will encounter opportunities that previous generations could scarcely imagine. You are entering a world shaped by artificial intelligence, advanced technologies, rapid innovation, and unprecedented global connectivity. Yet, despite all the changes, certain values remain timeless. That is curiosity and asking why and why not. Resilience, integrity, and service. You are joining at a time when the universe seems to be conspiring. Visit of Dr. Shukla, Siddharth taking the helm of Center for Innovation Entrepreneurship, and Bennett University launching one of its kind mentoring initiative this year called Bennett Mentoring Initiative powered by TRAP, Transdisciplinary Research and Entrepreneurship Project, which will initiate every Bennettian into research and entrepreneurship, a major recommendation of National Education Policy 2020. Dear parents, I would also like to acknowledge your invaluable role. Behind every student sitting here is a family that has invested its hopes, sacrifices, and unwavering support. We thank you for placing your trust in us and handing over your most precious possession for us to shape them into the professional they will be. We assure you that we shall strive not only to educate these young minds, but also to nurture responsible citizens and compassionate human beings. Students, remember that every parent had dreams for you much before you were even born. To my faculty colleagues, my gratitude for your mentorship and academic excellence. Your influence extends far beyond classrooms and laboratories. You are shaping the leaders, innovators, and change makers of tomorrow. Students, as you walk through the gates of this university each day, remember that you are entering a place where ideas are born, where dreams acquire direction, and where character is forged. Make full use of every opportunity, academic, cultural, sporting, and social. Participate actively, think independently, respect diversity, and cultivate lifelong friendships. A university education is not a race against others, it is a journey towards self-discovery. Let me conclude by saying that whether it's an astronaut reaching out to the stars, a sports person aiming for the perfection, a journalist seeking the truth, or a student embarking on a new academic journey, the common thread is the courage to dream and the determination to pursue those dreams with unwavering commitment. From watching India's dream inspire a nation to teaching a student who went on to become the Khel Ratna awardee to welcoming new generation of learners as the Vice Chancellor, I have witnessed one enduring truth. Dreams do come true. The only question is whether we have the courage, discipline, and perseverance to pursue them. I wish to leave you with one thought today, and it is this: dream fearlessly, work relentlessly, and serve selflessly. The future belongs to those who dare to aspire. Once again, I extend a heartfelt welcome to our distinguished guests, parents, and students. I wish all our new entrants a rewarding, enriching, and transformative university experience. Thank you and welcome to your university, to your future. Jai Hind.